Okay, we're going to move on to chapter 3.3, where we're just going to look at your calculator. So, which calculator is yours? In my experience, these are the three most popular calculators: the Sharp, the Casio, and of course the cell phone calculator. The first thing that I want you to do is make sure that you are in degree mode. So these calculators have two modes. One is called radian, and the other, of course, is called degree. So on the Sharp, if you look very closely in the top, you may see three letters that are either RAD, which stands for radian, or DEG, which stands for degree. And how you switch back and forth on this particular calculator is this button here that stands for degree. Now on the iPhone calculator, you'll notice that in the very bottom left corner you have the letters RAD. And of course, if we clicked on this button, it would turn the calculator into radian mode. However, if we just left it and did not click on it, then it would remain in degree mode. So you just have to make sure that you are in degree mode for the rest of this chapter. The next thing that I want you to take a look at on your calculator are the sine, cos, and tan buttons. So on this Casio, we have the sine, cos, and tan buttons right here. On the iPhone calculator, they're right here. So go ahead and pause the video and find out where they are on your calculator. The last thing that I want you to look for are the second and shift buttons. Your calculator will likely have one of these two buttons. For example, in the Sharp calculator, there is a second button. And on this iPhone calculator, there is a second button. And if we just take a look back at the Casio, you'll notice that there is a shift button. Now what these buttons do is they allow your calculator, or they allow you to use other calculator buttons. Notice how the second button is the color yellow or orange. By clicking on that button, you then enable all of these other yellow or orange little buttons or little icons on top of each button. So for example, if I clicked on the second button and then I clicked on the sine button, what the calculator would actually do is it would register the little yellow icon on top of the sine button. And if you have an iPhone calculator or a different cell phone calculator, if you click on the second button, you'll notice that a lot of these buttons begin to change. And by clicking on that, you'll have a lot of different buttons to choose from. So the last thing that I want to mention is that if you do not have either of these calculators and you're a little confused on where the sine, cos, tan buttons are, or the second shift buttons, or if you're confused on how to put your calculator into degree mode, please email your teacher and they'll be happy to help you.